Welcome into Drew's Daily Diamond for Saturday, June 29th, 2024. I am Drew Martin breaking down the slate of games. Let me know in the comments below what your MLB picks are for today, for this weekend, where you agree, where you disagree. All is welcome in the comments below. Smash that like button if you're liking the content, as we got some day action, some West Coast late night action to get into, so no waiting around here. 2:10 Eastern start for our first matchup. Colorado Rockies, Chicago White Sox, battle for the basement here. Two teams in last place in their respective divisions. 2:10 Eastern here on the south side. It's Jonathan Cannon going for the White Sox. Cal Quantrill going for the Rocks. Looks like 8.5 being the total, with the White Sox minus 110, minus 115 going into the overnight markets right now. Man, these Sox don't lay a price tag very often. 8.5 being the total. Colorado comes in 27-53 on the season. The White Sox worst record in MLB, 22-61. Jonathan Cannon, third rounder out of Georgia. The 23-year-old rookie, last time out, lasted just one inning, giving up 5 earned, 2 bombs to the Detroit Tigers. So not a great outing. We'll see if he can bounce back here. He does get the Rockies lineup outside of Colorado, so there is a chance he could have a good start here. The only thing is Colorado comes into this series winning 3 of 4 Quantrill starts. He's a first-rounder out of Stanford, 3.5 ERA. In his last 2 road starts, he's 2-0 at St. Louis, at Minnesota, 2 solid lineups, blanking both of them, 3 hits in each of those starts. So he's been lights out on the road of recent. Now he's going up against the worst lineup in baseball, the worst lineup against righties. Now, granted, the Rockies are the second worst lineup against righties by weighted runs created plus, but when the White Sox are that bad, guys, they are 75 team OPS points lower than Colorado. So this is almost like historically bad against righties. I think Quantrill's going to have a good start here, and overall, getting the underdog going up against the White Sox, I think the Rockies is the side starting us off. So it's Colorado over the White Sox early on Saturday. Next one up, an hour later, 3:07 Eastern start time, we get the New York Yankees and the Toronto Blue Jays. AL East battle here. It's Toronto at the bottom of the standings. New York Yankees, as of right now, tied at the top of the standings with Baltimore. Nestor Cortez, the lefty, going for the Yankees. Chris Bassett for the Jays. Looks like a near a pick'em price tag here. I'm seeing Toronto as the minus 110 favorite, 8.5 being the total. Now, the Yankees haven't been playing their best baseball of late. They are still, 20 games over 500. They got the 29-year-old out of Hialeah, Nestor Cortez, on the hill. Solid numbers overall. Last year against the Jays, a good start, 6 innings, 2 earned, 6 strikeouts. Now, Chris Bassett going for the Jays, he had good numbers against the Yankees. Actually, his last start last year, 7.2 innings, 0 earned. So both guys' past performance against the lineup is pretty solid. I just think this Yankees, this Bronx Bombers lineup this season is a step up from last. And as I'm doing this video right now, they've already scored, 7 runs in the 7th inning here against the Jays. So I think they're starting to break out of their slump a little bit, buy low on the Yankees, if you will. They're also the number 1 hitting lineup against righties, just middle of the pack against lefties. So that positive lefty-righty dynamic on our side in this one. Overall, we get the better lineup, and I'd say it's a wash pitching-wise. So we'll take the Yankees, minus 110 over the Jays, early start on Saturday. On to the 4 o'clock Eastern hour. Up next, AL Central battle. It is the Cleveland Guardians and the Kansas City Royals. We get Reagans on the hill for the Royals. Tanner Bybee on the hill for Cleveland. 8 being the total. Royals slight home favorites at minus 110. Cleveland, 22 games over 500 right now. They're 7-3 their last 10. It does look like they're going to go down in game 1. Kansas City getting that win on Friday night, at least leading right now as I'm doing the video. But just 7-12 their last 19, so not playing their best ball overall. Reagan's on the hill, 3 RA for the lefty, up and down. At times he's been great, at times not so much. His last 2 opponents were the Athletics and the Marlins, 2 of the worst, or I guess bottom 10 lineups in MLB. So he's having to take a step up in class here against Cleveland, who has hit lefties well. And Cleveland overall, going with Bybee on the hill, this guy's been money. I mean, we've been on him. You've been watching the show. Since the middle of May, he's 4-1, 2.3 ERA and FIP, 62-9 strikeout to walk ratio. And he leads into that Cleveland bullpen, which is still ranked number 1 by our numbers. So the best bullpen versus a bottom 5 bullpen in the Royals. All of that, I think the wrong team is favored here. -102 on Cleveland as the slight road dog. Next one up, we're heading to the ATL, Cobb County, Georgia, to be exact. Pittsburgh Pirates and Atlanta Braves. Max Fried on the hill, the lefty for the Bravos. Paul Skeens Day for the Pirates. Total of 8, -150. That's Atlanta as the home favorite. Coming into the series, they've won 2 straight. Talking about Pittsburgh here, they're 2 games under 500. They've won 4 of the last 5 Paul Skeens starts. Number 1 overall pick just last season, already in the show, out of LSU. Go Tigers, 2.1 ERA. He did go 7 innings last time out. I think that's something to note here. The Pirates organization kind of stretching him out. So, hey, the young kid already going 7 innings here, 61-8 strikeout to walk ratio. I think it's pretty obvious his talent is going to translate in MLB and have some success here as long as he stays healthy. Now, he's up against Max Fried for the Braves, 3 flat ERA and FIP on the season. Earlier, there were some questions with Max Fried and his performances. He's been a lot better of late. However, Atlanta coming in, they had that slump. They bounced back. They have lost 2 straight heading into this series, and they've struggled a little bit more against righties, whereas Pittsburgh lineup, just 27th overall, not very good, but against lefties, they've hit them a little bit better. I actually think this number with Paul Skeens, if he can go 6 or 7 innings, that's covering a lot of the game. I mean, he has been lights out. I'm actually going to list Skeens here, +138. That's a pretty big dog price. Let's jump on Paul Skeens and the Pittsburgh Pirates at the big plus price here over the Atlanta Braves. 4:10 Eastern for our next match, heading to Fenway Park, San Diego Padres, Boston Red Sox. Michael King on the hill for the Friars. We get Tanner Hook on the hill for the Red Sox. -150. That's the Sox as the home favorite. Total of 9. Padres coming in 45-41. Looks like they are going to hold on to win game 1 on Friday night. Winners of 4 straight, 8 of their last 9 overall. And King on the hill, 3.7 ERA and FIP, 109 strikeouts already this season. Now, he did give up 5 earned last time out against the Brewers, but before that, he was lights out and his velocity was okay. So I don't want to ping him too much for that bad start last time out. Now, for Boston, Hawk has been great. Their starting pitcher, 2.1 ERA. He's pitched to it. The thing is, the Red Sox have lost 2 straight coming into this series. And now Hawk is facing the second best lineup in baseball against righties, and this Padres team hitting a lot better, obviously winning a lot more of late. They're now 4 games over 500. I think the Padres at the big plus price here, at least decent plus price, +130, risk 100 to win 130 on the all of a sudden hot Friars. Let's go on the San Diego Padres +130 over the Boston Red Sox. Guys, we got 1 game left here on Saturday. It's heading to the night slate. If you're interested in premium picks, check them out, WagerTalk.com. Drew Martin Experts page. You can use the coupon code DREW7 at checkout. Under $50 for a week of service. So check that out, WagerTalk.com. Smash that like button if you're liking the content, and please comment below. Let me know if you like the Saturday show. It's only the second time we're doing it here. So seeing if we should keep it rolling. And if you comment below, it does help out the algorithm. All right, last game up, guys. Heading to the Pacific Northwest, 10-10 Eastern start. Minnesota Twins, Seattle Mariners. We get Miller on the hill for the M's. Pablo Lopez on the hill for the Twins. 7.5 being the total. Pick 'em price tag. Pretty much pick the winner heading into the overnight market. Minnesota coming into the series. Winners of 4 of their last 5. Now 9 games over 500. 10-4 their last 14. Playing good baseball. Seattle looked up at their division as well, but Miller on the hill for them. 6 earned runs last time out against the Miami Marlins. That's not a good performance. He only lasted 4 innings. And he also gave up 7 earned a couple starts ago against the Royals. So at times, this guy's been giving up some big numbers. And now he's up here against the Twins, who are the second hottest team in Major League Baseball overall by weighted runs created plus the last 2 weeks. They're rated number 2. They're now the 7th best lineup overall. In Seattle, yeah, they've been winning games, but To tell you the truth, they're bottom half of MLB when you look at their full season metrics. Now they're facing Pablo Lopez, the 28-year-old Venezuelan. They've won the last 3 times he's taken the hill, and he just went 8 innings, 0 earned, 2 hits, blanking the Athletics his last time out. So we're going to ride the hot hand here. List Pablo Lopez as the starter. Can get him as low as -110 right now. That's the Twins over the Mariners. Late night, Saturday night. That is our best bet for the show. We're jumping on Minnesota in recap, -110 as the road favorite. We get the Padres, +130 on the road here as the dog. Pittsburgh Pirates, near +140 over the Atlanta Braves. Cleveland, -102 over the Royals. We get the Bronx Bombers, -110 over the Blue Jays in the first game up. Not going to have to wait around long, 2:10 Eastern here. -103 on the Colorado Rockies over the Chicago White Sox. Guys, thanks for tuning in. That does it for the Saturday show. We will be back on Monday. Smash that like button, comment below, cash those tickets. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Thanks for tuning in.